Anyway, yeah. So it was a place only for the Arab pagans to come.
So what happened to the pagans?
Originally,
military taken over.
if you allow me to finish my point, I'm never ask the question. Originally, that place was built by Abraham. So those who has the right over that place is those who follow Abraham. Okay. So the people have to come and they start harming those who truly follow Abraham, and they brought paganism. So when the Prophet Muhammad was in Mecca, alayhi salatu wasalam, calling to Islam peacefully, the Arab pagans, they killed it. Yeah, it's a good one, it's a good one. Yeah, read it, take it. Okay, no problem.
He don't want to take it.
No problem. They killed his companions.
I understand, mate.
He's from Mecca. He has the right to express his freedom, correct? You with me? Does he have the right?
Yeah, freedom of expression is fine, but it was a takeover.
No, I didn't ask you that. No, wait, step by step. That's Prophet Muhammad has the right to
takeover.
Bro, you have to let me finish. The Prophet, he wants to express freedom. Who started the war? The Arab pagans. They started the war. They tried to harm him. They tried to kill him. They tried to kill his companions. Rather, they killed many of his companions. That's his. Say, worship Allah alone. Have you not studied? I'll give you this book, read, please. Take this book. But take it as a gift. Okay, now, so Prophet Muhammad.
Listen, guys, I'm coming back. I'm just going for a vape, right? Have your passport ready when I come back and you pay.
You as well, you bloody Irish. Me and you, both of us. Anyway, my point here is that Prophet Muhammad, no one knows the story when the Prophet Muhammad was harmed. No one. Prophet Muhammad was harmed, no problem. Prophet Muhammad, his wife been harmed, no problem. But when Prophet Muhammad fight, no, wait, there's a big problem. Why this hypocrisy? Why this double standard? Why? We will see exactly what's happened now. America destroyed Iraq. Everyone silent. Everyone silent. Iraq been destroyed. No. Okay, so why? So when the Prophet Muhammad, when he was harmed, do you believe that is wrong?
I believe harm to anyone's wrong.
No, I didn't ask you that. When the Prophet Muhammad was harmed, do you believe that was wrong?
Well, I mean, that depends about context.
Look, depends on context. So this guy here, everyone is not okay. But when I ask you specifically about Prophet Muhammad, it seems like you're having a problem, mate. I'm asking you a simple question.
The reason I said that,
right,
the reason I said that is because if it has to come from a moral compass sort of...
which moral compass?
Listen, right?
I'm asking you which moral compass?
Okay, well, in my eyes, paedophilia.
Which is
right? So I wouldn't.
No.
I don't have much sympathy for the London Bridge attacker when he got shot. To be honest.
Yeah, that's good. I don't have sympathy for him.
Sure,
that's good.
We're on a level there, right? So my moral,
but do you have a problem?
My moral compass there is
no. Do you have a problem when the Prophet Muhammad was harmed?
Well, when he's marrying, forcing 9-year-olds into marriage.
No, I didn't ask you that. I didn't ask you that. First of all, if you don't know, give me I'll give you a book that you don't know. That you don't know about history, then I'll teach you. This book called the British History, and historians will tell you that back in those days, marriage there was no this adulthood, what they call it, adolescence. Either you're a child or an adult. And how do you differentiate between the two? When a girl reaches the age of puberty. Okay, wait. Brother, are you English? Are you English?
I was born in New Zealand.
They ask you that, are you English?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you proud of history?
I'm British citizen.
Are you proud of English history?
I mean, that's a deep question, mate.
I'm asking you. Okay, no problem. Listen to this. King Richard II of England died.
I know all about him, yeah. Awful. I'll denounce that.
No. Show me which person says those kings, because there were many kings, got married with the girls that were young. You know why? Because back in those
denounce it.
No, they don't denounce it. They not. Because why?
No, but I will denounce it.
No, because why?
But you won't.
No. Wait. Because you haven't studied. You haven't studied. First of all, it's not a child. It's not a child.
What's the difference? Okay. It is in my eyes.
Okay. Do you have a problem with children? Excuse me. I want to ask you a question. Do you have a problem with transgender?
Huh?
Transgender. Do you have a problem with it?
Mate, I'm all for the individual.
I ask you that. Do you have a problem with transgender? Yes or no?
You can do what you want as long as it doesn't impose on me.
So what, Prophet Muhammad never imposed it on you?
I don't really care.
What, Prophet Muhammad never imposed it on you?
No.
Look at it. You criticize it. Double standard. Do you know why? Because there is a boy. Do you know why I'm asking you? Do I ask you that? There is a boy in America, 9 years old. He's what? 9 years old. And he said, I choose to be a girl. understand? And no one speak against him. Why? They think now this is why our time, this and that. Why it's wrong?
I think that's wrong.
But I'm asking why.
Because it's terrible parenting.
Yeah?
It's terrible parenting.
So you believe children that is wrong?
But yeah, in children, yes.
Okay, so you believe that is wrong?
Yeah.
So okay.
Children, yes.
Okay, now Aisha said, who Prophet Muhammad got married to, when a girl at the Arab Peninsula reached the age of 9, she's not a child, she's a woman. Have you come across this narration of Aisha herself?
Okay, well, look, listen.
And you said in your lot about Islam as well.
But anyway,
How can you call it? Listen, to be honest, mate, I find this absolutely bizarre that you're trying to.
No,
tell
I'm
me
not. No, no,
that a
I'm not. You
9-year-old
know
is
why?
a woman.
She said that. She said that.
What, at 9?
She said, have you been Arab Peninsula?
You just believe 9-year-olds?
No. Have you been? Sir, have you been Arab Peninsula?
No.
Okay. If you don't know, in Africa, there's a Christian countries in Africa. The girl or the age of marriage in Africa, 14, 13.
Well, that's wrong. That's terrible.
Who you say is wrong? Because you're British. That's why. No, that's you have white supremacists. Who said it's a child 13? Who said?
Literally, I'm
Who said?
surrounded by people
Bro, no, no,
pedophilia.
pedophilia. Bro. No, wait. Abdullah. Pedophilia is wrong, but define what is pedophilia. Give me universal definition. Don't give me white European definition because you know our slave masters to follow you way.
Sexual contact with a child.
Who defined that?
Sexual contact with a child.
Who defined who's the child? Who's the child?
I can fundamentally tell you right now that a 9-year-old is not a woman.
Okay, I tell you,
This is a little girl.
I tell you completely wrong.
This is a little girl.
That shows you. I can understand that man is pure ignorance. He never studied history. Yes, because I tell you, I'm not defending. No. Psychologists
disagree with you.
Conversation I've ever had.
No.
Listen. Psychologists disagree.
Are you psychologists? No. Okay. If psychologists and who they
right from wrong.
No.
I'm not attracted to 9-year-old girls, man.
Listen to this point.
Now our time is different, yes. I agree. Our time, 9 years, our time, 25 years old, she's still playing PlayStation 2.
You never denounce it.
Listen, bro, wait.
Never denounce it.
Because why? Because
a 9-year-old.
No. Denounce what? Okay, why?
Denounce it.
Okay, wait. Listen carefully. If a girl, okay, go to what is it different between a child and an adult. Let me teach you because you can see clearly.
I don't care about Google definitions and all that.
No, Google. Scientists.
So what's this? Who do you take?
Who do you take? So who you tell us what to do?
I can tell by looking at a child that it's a child.
We're going to throw all academia in the bin and just follow you.
So why are we going to throw academia in the bin for this guy never studied?
That makes sense.
Anyway, Prophet Muhammad was never harmed because he got married to Aisha. Watch this. Prophet Muhammad, he was never harmed because he got married to Aisha. Rather, in his time, the Christians, the Jews. Wait. No, his enemies. What about his enemies? How come they never spoke against him?
What are his enemies? He's Jews. You don't like Jews, do you?
No, wait. Hold a minute. You don't like the Jews?
You don't like the Jews, yeah.
You Europeans, you're killing the Jews in Spain, and they have to come to our countries to save them. Are you aware of this history?
Hey, are you telling me?
No.
What do you think I am, by the way?
No. You are European. Are you European?
Huh?
Are you all European? White European.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. My point here is that what I don't like when someone has not studied history and he just say things. My point here is.
No, but I was asking you a question about
No.
ideology. I disagree
I'm telling you,
history.
bro. I'm telling you, scientifically, when a girl reaches the age of puberty, if she's physically, mentally ready to get married, then there's no problem with that. Do you accept that?
I'd like to see the scientific census on that.
Here.
Because I don't believe it.
Here. Because scientists, biologists,
Right,
scientists.
and who studied this and who is this written by?
The code is by the non-Muslims.
By you, by who?
Look at the references, it's there.
No, you can't convince him, basically.
Look at the references.
Read
Only
this.
journals, by the way.
No, it's a Jewish. Remember, now watch this. According to the Jewish, which call the age of 14, according to the Jews, 14, the girl is allowed to get married. Is that pedophilia? No, is that pedophilia?
Yes.
So the Jews are pedophile.
I will denounce.
Are the Jews pedophile?
I will denounce.
Are the Jews pedophile?
Answer.
Huh?
Are the Jews pedophiles?
I wasn't calling you pedophiles.
No, I didn't ask you. Are the Jews pedophiles? I'm asking you.
When did I say that?
The Jews,
When did I say that?
and you said how?
When did I
You
say
said
that?
I'm surrounded by people who try to justify, which is equal pedophilia. 14 is
But I
pedophilia.
haven't justified
No.
that, have
I didn't ask you
I
that.
just
Are the Jews
announced
pedophiles?
Huh?
Are the Jews pedophiles for believing the girl that reached the age of 13 she's allowed to get married?
Jews that believe that.
Yeah, believe that,
then
yeah.
yes.
They are pedophiles.
Jews that
You're a
believe
camera,
that.
man. You're a camera. You understand, mate?
Pedophiles, yeah?
No.
I just want to say, look.
I could be an anti.
Anyway,
No.
anyway,
I'm
my point here is you
there
are
are
in the
denounceable things in all.
no, but what is your criteria to denounce something? What is your criteria to denounce something?
I will happily denounce paedophilia.
I did
anywhere
ask you
see
that
it.
pedophilia is wrong without any doubt. But who should
Good, I'm
determine?
glad we agreed finally.
Yeah, I said that a long time ago. But my point here is who should determine who is a child who is not? Because in the countries in Africa, the girl develop quicker than in the cold countries or Arab Peninsula. Do you understand that?
If they can't look after themselves, then they're children.
That's true. They can't look after themselves. They're children. There's women who cannot look after themselves. Are they children?
You're playing with semantics. It's
simple.
Okay, come on, like. Anyway, what I noticed from you, that first of all, when you study the Prophet Muhammad and many Christians, many Jews who lived in his time, when he got married to Aisha, none of them said nothing against him. Do you know why? Because back in those days, no. Because Aisha herself, she was happy for her marriage. Prophet Muhammad,
How do you know that?
she said that. Okay, how do you know she was not happy?
Go on. You don't, basically.
No,
You don't.
because
Just say it, be honest.
No, because I don't think that any 9-year-old
But how do you know?
child.
But this one, they were happy. Look, 6 years old.
How do you know that?
6 years old.
Conjecture, that's mere conjecture.
That's conjecture as well.
No, it's a knowledge. It's a proof.
It's proof based.
It's a proof. Anyway, no, but let me take it back. Prophet Muhammad was harmed not because he got married to Aisha. Do you believe that is wrong?
What? Say that again, sorry?
Prophet Muhammad ﷺ was harmed not because he got married to Aisha, because they had no problem with that at all. He got harmed because he called people peacefully to Islam. Do you think that is wrong for harming him?
Look,
He doesn't want to say yes, even though that's obvious.
It depends it depends the context of
He's
that.
playing games,
Right?
man.
Because as far as I know, right, Mecca was quite militantly taken over. So
That's what you know. How do you know that? No, how do you know that?
because it's written in history, man.
Which history?
Well, not the history you're reading.
Yeah, which history? No,
But
which
there's bias.
no,
You're
which
reading,
no
obviously,
problem.
Obviously, because of your faith.
Which is no problem.
Right,
Which history?
Doesn't want to say
Wait,
that.
Shemsy, wait. You say it's biased, but that's Christian people speaking.
No. Which history? Which history you read from? Look, he's silent.
You have to
Which
be
history?
sincere, man. Don't
Be
play
honest,
games.
man.
Come on.
Anyway, the same history that you read from, it will tell you that Prophet Muhammad was harmed by the Arab pagans because he was calling to people peacefully. My point here is that what's happening now because we changed our time. Before in Britain was worldwide, to come back to the age of marriage, was worldwide when a girl reached the age of puberty, because there was no nursery back then, no school, none of that. The girl, if she reached the age of puberty or a man, automatically they're gonna think about marriage. Do you understand? So back in those days, that's history, it's known.
Carry on.
Are you telling me 1,000 years ago there was nursery and schools and colleges? So that's my point. So when a girl reaches the age of puberty, meaning what?
So what? What's a nursery defines a child?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying what I'm saying. When a girl reaches puberty, they have nothing to do. Either get married or they will die quicker. Because back in those days there was many wars. So the girls used to get married quicker. Likewise the man. When the Prophet Muhammad got married to Aisha, historically, no one from the British, from the French, from the Algerians, the Moroccans, the Indians, no one spoke against it. Why? Because Prophet Muhammad, his wife Aisha, when he died, someone who suffered from pedophilia, psychologically they go mental, correct? You will harm them. Aisha, she was a scholar of Islam, and she died way after Prophet Muhammad.
One of the greatest scholars.
One of the great scholar of Islam.
Yeah, she was a scholar when she was quite a lot older, though, right?
She was 20. She was 20.
Right, okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But my point here is, if someone suffers from pedophilia, what is the outcome of that? Mentally they are disturbed.
Mental
Depression, mental trauma. The fact, and why she said she used to cry because she used to miss her husband.
Exactly.
So how can you judge, bro? Now yes, I agree with you. Our time changed. Our time, even the man, not like before. If you're not aware, in the past, that there were kings. They were 10 years old. Are you aware of that?
Yeah, I know, like the Egyptians and all that.
That's what I'm saying. But now, can you put?
But I'm still not going to condone.
No. Forget condemn. My point here, can you put a king 10 years old now? Can you make someone who's 10 years old king? No. Why? Because back in those days, completely. And our time they changed. Our time different. You understand?
So there wasn't children then?
No, they were mature. They were children. Even what defines children, you have to study. You know the whole world, not just New Zealand and Britain. There's Algeria, there's Morocco, there's India, there is Jamaica. Americans, yeah, you can read there's many quotes. My point here is, what I will say to you, let's go back to the main point. The main point here is that I want to ask you, when the Prophet Muhammad was harmed, you seem taking you a long time to condemn it. Why?
Because it's a bit of a deep question.
But I told you clearly, because he was calling to Islam peacefully.
Well, I don't believe it was peaceful.
Okay, I would, there is a bullshit.
It was militant.
There is many. Hold this. Leaflet, give me the leaflet. Watch this, yeah? Give me the leaflet, sorry. Okay, hold this. Watch this one, yeah? Hold this. I'm gonna give you a leaflet, or I'm gonna read it to you. Watch this one, brothers, yeah? I have studied him. That wonderful man. In my opinion, far from being Antichrist. He must be called the savior of humanity. Who? George Bernard Shaw. You know George Bernard Shaw? He's an Irish thinker. Okay? He's an Irish historian. That's why I said Prophet Muhammad, after studying his biography, he's not a Muslim. Another one, it is impossible for anyone who studies the life and the character of the great Prophet of Arabia, who knows how he taught and how he lived, to feel anything but reverence for the mighty Prophet, one of the great messengers of the Supreme Lord. Any Byzant.
So, I mean, it's great. Like you reading good reviews doesn't make it true.
No,
Like, do you know what I mean?
But then you just quoting your opinion.
You just quoting your opinion.
Yeah, but you quoting your opinion doesn't make it true.
We're quoting historians.
No, it doesn't. That's why I'm
But he's quoting academics.
Okay. Well, logically speaking, if I'm quoting historians, scholars, scientists, biologists, and you're just quoting your opinion, no one with a sound intellect will listen to you. Are you aware of that?
No, you don't have to.
No, but are you aware of that? Now, for example, now if I bring you historians, psychologists, psychiatrists, biologists, scientists saying something, then I bring you my opinion. Which opinion are you going to follow?
But why are scientists and that talking
qualified.
about
Because
faith?
people,
They're talking about their field.
No, I'm
It's
just
their field.
Historians, fine.
I'm not talking. I'm just giving you an example.
It means nothing to me.
Okay, brother. If you never study maths, can you teach maths?
I would hope not. You would do very well. Wouldn't you?
Eh? No, I'm asking you. If you never study maths, would you teach maths? No. So now, the one who study maths, teach maths. The one who study history and is scholar in history, he's the one who teach history. He's the one people will take him more serious than the one who never study history. And you can see clearly out of respect, you never study history. You have no clue. What's your name? Steve, nice to meet you, Shemsy. Steve, sorry for trying to be rude, but I'm not trying to be rude here. But sometimes I'm showing you the reality of your situation.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Listen, I've given you the same sort of courtesy you've given me, which is fine. I don't. I'm still.
Do you believe in God? Do you believe in God?
Huh?
Do you believe in God?
My views don't matter.
Huh?
My views don't matter.
Say again?
My views don't matter on that front.
No, but you are,
I don't-
because
I don't
why?
need to profess my faith. If I've got my faith, it's as personal.
Okay, now, let me give you.
I don't need to preach.
For the sake of argument, if someone tell you, I don't have no problem to sleep with the children, prove to him he's wrong.
Well, he should know that's wrong.
No, but I tell you my opinion. Your opinion is...
Moral guy, that's a moral
Which
compass
moral?
everyone should have.
But I tell you it's my moral. Who are you to tell you my moral? It's subjective. Do you accept your moral is subjective?
Yes. Yeah, well, in a sense.
It is subjective, your moral.
Everyone in the world agrees with your morals.
Yes.
So subjective.
Subjective.
Clearly.
Your moral is not objective. It's not absolutely true. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I mean, I agree that it's subjective.
It's okay, wait.
You're never going to convince me.
No, I forgot how confusing, you know. No, here's the point here. What is subjective? Subjective mean your opinion or my opinion can be right or wrong, correct? So logic dictates, if you're not sure about your opinion, go make up your mind and then come speak to us. That's what logic dictates.
But I don't have to go to a higher power for a
No, forget higher powerful. Logically speaking, imagine I'm not sure. No,
Just know that
no, my point is that as a Muslim, imagine I tell you, this could be Mike or it could be car. You're gonna tell me you're not sure. I said, I'm not sure. You're gonna tell me, listen, make up your mind before we start speaking about something. So your opinion is subjective, which means can be right or wrong. So logic dictates, go make up your mind, then come speak to us. As the Muslims, we have an absolute truth. Our moral is objective. Do you understand that? That's why when the people talk about Aisha's issue, that is just now. Because now this changed, the law changed. Now you're not allowed to get married like before, the age of 14. You, to be honest, you're going too far. Because you believe even the age of 14 is pedophilia.
Yeah, that is.
In Italy they do that, in Italy.
What's wrong?
But who you tell them is wrong? But who you say is wrong?
that's my personal view. It's my standpoint.
Yeah, but you know.
But they'll say you're wrong.
They
So
say you're wrong.
how do you prove it's right or wrong? They'll
Yeah.
say you're wrong. It's subjective.
See,
Do you understand?
It's confusion.
Unless you believe your society is
Guys, believe it.
It's confusion. It's confusion. But you have asked my question. My question is, Prophet Muhammad historically is known. He was calling to Allah peacefully, and he was harmed because of that.
Okay, I don't believe it was peaceful, so fine.
Why? Where's the proof? Give me a proof. He was not peaceful.
Give me the proof that it was.
The proof is the Quranic teaching. Allah said,
I don't believe the scriptures.
he just don't care in it. He just don't care in it.
No, I don't believe that to be fake. So.
Yeah, but so now the information about Prophet Muhammad, most of it comes from Arab historians. The English historians were not there. In Mecca, especially in Mecca. In Mecca, those narrations of how Prophet Muhammad lived, there was no one there except the Arabs. So if you take from them that Prophet Muhammad was not peacefully, then you have to prove to me where they said that.
Well, history is written by the winners, isn't it?
So that's what I'm saying. So in Mecca, Prophet Muhammad was oppressed. So how come the winner? How come the winner? Well, you're making no sense, man. Anyway, would you like a lift?
I've got a bounce, mate. Hey.
Would you like a lift?
Good chat.
Take it, please. تضييع الوقت.
Yeah, proper, big time.
Yeah, these people, a lot of them are drunk in this. As I've mentioned, this issue isn't new. For 1,300 years, no one spoke against it. Okay? Why? Because back in those days, all of these adolescents was not known to them. Either you're a child or an adult. And Islamically, if the person, the girl or a boy, physically, mentally ready to get married, there's no harm with that. Okay? So Aisha herself, she was happy with the marriage. Prophet Muhammad was happy with the marriage. Their society was happy with the marriage. So why people would like to speak on their behalf? But in our time, yes, it changed. Our time, 11, 12, they're not like before. As I've mentioned, back in those days, a boy that is 11 or 10, he was a king. He was Yazid, Zayd ibn Thabit, or Usama ibn Zayd. He was 16 or 18. He was leading a big army against the Byzantine. In our time, you don't do that. You see what I'm saying? 18 is still in the college or 16 in school. So back in those days, it was completely different. And what is the problem with these guys like him, Allah guide him? They have this white supremacist mentality. That if we, in Britain, we say it is wrong, therefore every country in the world has to follow our way. Exactly. You see what I'm saying? Because in Africa, Christian countries, they got married at the age of 14, 13. Maybe me, my parents say, no, I don't think it's okay. But how me to go and impose my way on them? You understand? Or in Asia, or in Caribbean, Jamaica, St. Lucia, you understand? Barbados, Pakistan. So that's the beauty of Islam. Islam is a system for everyone. That's why in Islam, there's no age of marriage, 16, 18, no. If the girl, she's mentally, physically ready to get married, then khalas. You understand? والحمد لله سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك.
إذا أعجبك الفيديو لا تنسى الإعجاب والتعليق، ولكي يصلك كل جديد اشترك الآن.